Hello, everybody. Today I'm talking about Mercury in Libra. This is going to be in two sections. The first section is on 21st of September to 1st of October. The second section is 1st November to 20th November. Normally, Mercury in Libra is a good transit. However, we have to keep an eye on the retrograde. And then later on in November, there is a Mercury-Mars second conjunction. So let us talk about it. Hello, I'm Komilla Sutton, and we are talking Mercury's 2 trips into Libra. Do remember to subscribe, press the bell notification. Mercury in Libra. So the first trip is from 21st of September to 1st of October. And then in this trip, Mercury will retrograde back and then go back to Virgo. And then the second trip is 1st to 20th of November. So let us explore the 2 trips separately. So the first trip, Mercury is exalted just now. It's in a very good mood. It goes into Libra. Mercury loves being in Libra. Usually it is very comfortable there. And however, it is going to retrograde on 26. So we always watch the retrograde of Mercury. So Mercury will go retrograde in Libra 26. So 26, 25th, 26, 27, just to watch out, because retrograde always brings a miscommunication, some things that are not working out, not dealing with things, and, appointments, travel, everything, just double check it. It's not any kind of dangerous thing, but it is more that, it can, your thinking can change, those other things. And then Mercury will be retrograde in Libra itself till 1st of October. So nothing outwardly difficult at this time except for the retrograde. Now, the second time Mercury goes into Libra, that is going to be on 1st of November. And, then it will stay there for 20 days, which is its normal journey. But Sun will be in Libra and Mars will be in Libra. So Mercury is going to set itself up for another clash with Mars. It doesn't conjoin with the Sun. Sun is too far away. But Mercury and Mars, this is on 10th of November that Mercury-Mars conjunction takes place. And after the 10th of November, Mercury will go between Sun and Mars. So that is where it's going to go more towards combustion as well. However, what is important to recognize is that when Mercury is between Mars and Sun, it's between a rock and a hard place. It's got issues in front, issues at the back. So, and Mercury is very easily influenceable. So even though Libra is a sign of balance and harmony, it's about seeking balance and harmony. It doesn't mean you're balanced and harmonized there. And especially because you have Mars and Sun, that are 2 fiery and dominating planets. People can either dominate you, or you feel bullied, or you feel angry. And so you have to try to channel a bit of Libra, diplomacy, harmony, balance. So that is very important, and especially in November. So right now you may not feel anything because the first part of this Mercury in Libra is very benign. The retrograde is there, but there's no kind of aggressive energy. More will be felt in October when Mercury goes back into Virgo. I already made a video about that, so do watch that. And then later on in November, when Mercury has the second big clash with Mars. So how does it affect you? Aries. All this in Libra is happening in your 7th house of relationships. And especially in the later part of this transit in October, when Mars goes into Libra as well. There's a lot of heat and passion and arguments and discussions. So you have to be careful. As I said earlier, that you have to be a bit more Libra. That means you have to try to maintain the harmony. Taurus. This Libra is your sixth house, and sixth house is opposition, obstacles. Usually both Sun and Mars do well there. Mercury is not so good in Libra, and so you have to see how that influence comes from Mars, and also watch what Venus is doing. And especially in my video about October news, do watch that, because I'm giving a bigger global picture in the October news. These are more one planet related. Gemini, Mercury in Libra. Libra is your fifth house. So the first part of the transit will go quite easily for you. But in November, when Mercury comes back to Libra, you do need to watch out for that, because then Mercury will be with Mars, and also, more aggravated. And especially after 10th of November, when Mercury gets stuck between Mars and Sun. So if you feel stuck, it's okay, but don't try to be aggressively or impulsively get out of the situation. Just wait, and the time will pass. Cancer. Libra is your fourth house, to do with home and happiness, and Mars is a good planet for you. Sun is focusing on areas of home, but I would say there could be some problem at home, like something needing to be repaired or something sorted out. Watch out for your transport as well, things that deal with the fourth house. So this may be a good time to work with them, but not to take any extra risks if you can avoid them. Leo, Libra is a third house for you of action, and so first transit of Mercury is not so complex for you, but in the second part of Mercury transit, Sun is also debilitated. So you are not feeling fully confident after 1st of November. And usually I advise, when your ascendant ruler is not so strong, and especially as it is for 1 month, you take caution about making decisions and allow that energy to pass. And that would be the best thing to do. Virgo, Mercury is your Lagna Lord, Moon Lord. So it's in the second house of money. And first part of the transit is quite easy for you. Just watch the retrograde, so up to 1st of October. It's the one in November which you'll feel more so, because Mars and Sun are there, and Mercury gets a second aggravation by Mars. Now, Mars is not the best planet for Virgo. And Virgo need to think and plan and not be impulsive. So especially around 10th of November, to be extra careful. And don't think now, but when you come there around that time, then put it in your diary so that you can remind yourself. Libra, Mercury in Libra usually is good time for Venus and Libra. But this time Mars is also going to be there. Sun is also going to be there. So you do need to be a little bit careful about that. But first part of the transit, Mercury rules your 12th house, and it also rules your 9th house. So 9th house is good luck, but 12th house can bring expenses. So watch out for the expenses, but at the same time, think, analyze. But the November part of Mercury in Libra, Sun, Mars also there. So you are in a different mood at that time. So, when you come into November, then think, and especially around 10th of November, to take extra caution. Scorpio, Libra is your 12th house. So 12th house is house of expenses. So both the transits of Mercury in Libra, not so good for you. First transit, watch out for your expenses. Don't plan any big things. It's always good to do something spiritual when planets go into your 12th house. But in November, Mars is also there, Sun is also there. So there's a big contingent of planets in the house of expenses. It can also mean you make effort and you're not getting reward. So be extra careful about that. Sagittarius, Libra is your 11th house. So this is not a bad transit for you. It's about money, earnings, and even in November, when Mercury goes back into Libra, it will conjoin with the Sun and Mars. These are all good planets in your chart. Be careful with expenses because Mars also rules your 12th house. But I would say largely this is an easy transit for you to watch out for. Capricorn, Libra is your 10th house. This is profession, opportunities. So Mercury in Libra, and then later on Sun, Mars in Libra. There's a lot of energy there in the professional life, in life of karma, what you're doing to make your future better, paying back your old debts. So I would say it's a good time to work on that area and think about how you're going to bring more balance in your life, work, home, harmony. He is also your 9th lord in the 10th. So it is going to give opportunities for you, good luck. And especially this September one is very nice, even though Mercury turns retrograde. Just watch for 26th of September. In November, everybody has to watch the Mars Mercury conjunction on 10th of November. Aquarius, Libra is your 9th house, Mercury going there, that is nice. It is an easy energy for you to study, gain knowledge, get some good luck, good opportunities. I think what you have to watch is the second part of the transit when Mars and Sun also go there. So that can be more aggressive and you're not in the mood to listen to advice at that time. So better to, if people are giving you advice and you think it's unnecessary, don't just reject it. Think, okay, I'll process it and then I'll work it out later. Pisces, Libra is your 8th house. So this is not an easy transit for you, especially Mercury going into your 8th house. It can bring unexpected change. It can also bring travel for you. So travel safely, because these days this is not totally safe, but it can bring travel, unexpected events happening for you. But the first part is not so difficult. The next part, when you go into November, then Mars and Sun are there. So there's a lot of fiery, aggressive energy around your 8th house. So be careful not to make mistakes. And these are short transits, so it's good to wait them out. So that is it for today. Thank you very much. Do remember to subscribe.